Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It's Garland here bringing you another Neverwinter video. And today we are going to be talking about leveling up your artifacts by using feeders, of course. Now, I have made a video on this before, and I will link it in the description. The method that I've used before is the one feeder method. However, the game changes constantly, and now it is more appropriate to use multiple feeders as artifacts in the game right now seem to be on the low end of things. You can get Horn of Valhalla's anywhere from 10k to 30k on Xbox. PS4 prices may still vary, as well as PC prices. However, back in the day when artifacts were only selling for, 200k plus, it was more logical to use the one feeder method. So now in today's current game meta, we're going to be using the multiple feeder method. So just some information. This is what you're going to currently need. Now the same rules apply, guys. You want to make sure there are 3 different types of artifacts in the game, that being power, stability, and union. So you want to make sure all your feeders are the same type. So today we're going to be working on our Sigil of the Controller, which is an artifact of stability. Now keep in mind, I've mentioned it in the previous video, if you're going to level up any of the sigils in the game, just please be aware that you cannot use sigils as feeder items. If we do inspect it really quickly, at the very bottom you can clearly see that it does state may not be used to refine other items. So if you are going to level up any of the sigils in the game, please make sure that you're going to currently be using that, as you're not going to be able to do anything with it after it's done. So yes, today we are going to be working on our Sigil of the Controller. So what do you need for as far as multiple feeders go? As you can see, we have 4 blue Horn of Valhalla's. You're going to need to rank your Horn of Valhalla's up to rank 59, guys. Alright, that is the max rank for a blue rare artifact, and you're going to need 4 of these. Now also, you're going to need 2 more blank artifacts. Alright, so for this we're using the emblem here, and as well as a Ogma's token. Keep in mind all of these are stability. So the main objective is we're going to dump 2 rare rank 59s into 1 blank artifact. And that should get us to at least epic level 91 to 94. And then you will simply take that epic and dump it into your target artifact. Now you can get a mythic just by 1 epic, depending if it crits or not. However, if it doesn't crit, you have to make another epic. That's why you need a total of 6 feeders for 1 artifact. Now, like I said, if you get extremely lucky and you get a crit, you can level up the artifact to mythic by just 1 epic. But I always recommend that you do at least the first one before, doing your second one. Because if it does crit, then obviously you don't need to dump another epic artifact in. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and do the emblem first. And like I said, you're simply going to dump 2 level 59s in. These are both maxed out rares. And that's going to give you, 2.5 XP right there. So let's go ahead and dump this in. Make sure you have all the marks that you need in the wards. So there we go. It's gone to blue. And then now let's take it to epic. And we got extremely lucky, and it did go to epic on our first try. Now see, we only got to 91. I wasn't paying attention. I'm assuming none of them crit. So you can take this a little more. If you want to max it all the way to 99, that'll be up to you. We're going to dump some refinement in here just because we do have refinement. 91 is a little low. You want to shoot for at least 94. So let's go ahead and dump some refinement in here. We have some like rank 7s available, and we do have some extra refinement. I suggest you do use runestones, however you don't have to. That's just up to you. So let's just try to increase this a little more, and like I said, if it does end up critting for us, that's a that'll be a plus. So let's just dump some of this in there. So we're at 94 right now. Even if you wanted to take it to 95, we'll go to 95 for just video purposes. So let's go ahead and dump these in here. We'll just go 15, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we're at 96, okay? So we're at now a epic level 96 or rank 96 stability. So if we go down to our target artifact now, and now we drop in the emblem, so now we're looking at 5.4 million XP. Now if this crits, it will go to mythic. We're pretty close to mythic if it crits. If it doesn't crit, unfortunately, then you have to make up, you have to do another epic. So let's go ahead and see if it crit. It did crit, but I don't know how much it crit by. So let's go ahead and see what our final result is. So there we go to rare, right into epic. 50% ratio. Let's see how many preservation wards we can burn here. So there we go to epic. It should be right into legendary. So let's go ahead into legendary with our 10% ratio. Let's see how many wards it takes here to burn. And there we go. So we got to 109 actually. So basically, yeah, you can level this up if you so choose with runestone, guys, if you really want. But as far as cost ratio and everything goes, you can see how much we still need. It did crit, but it must have not crit the whole way, or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna need to level up another epic one. You can see the bottom purple bar, how far away we are from mythic. We're only at level 109 out of 139. So then you simply just go ahead and do the same process. Go back to your blank artifact. This is a blank green artifact. Go to refine. And go ahead and drop your 2 level or rank 59 ones in. Go ahead and level these up. And I apparently ran out of lesser mark of unions, so that's cool. I was hoping not to have to. I was hoping to be prepared so this video could be as quick as possible. But I apparently ran out of union marks, guys. So let's see here. Let me see if I could just snag a few real quick. Hopefully oh my god, I'm gonna buy 91. I don't need that many. Of course, everything is really overpriced right now because of the event and everything. Here's 38. That's fine. We'll just buy these real quick. Let's go ahead and grab these out of Hormel. Alright, back to it. So let's go back into our refinement. So it is level 91 again. Like I said, you can go ahead and dump in some more if you so choose. So that's a 94 as well. So now let's go down here and see how close to mythic this should be. So if you go down here, drop your epic in here, yeah, that should be, it's way more than enough. This will finish it off very easily. So if you click refine, and there you go, guys. And now we have a 5% ratio. Let's see if we can pop it, if it's gonna let me. Oh wow, we almost discarded it. That would have been nice. So plop your wards on there, and we do have a 5% ratio. So let's go ahead and see how long this takes. Gotta love the, 5% ratios. It's not horrible. But sometimes it could take a lot of preservation wards. But if you guys are looking for the most cost-efficient way in the current game meta, like I said, you can still use a 1 feeder if you so choose. However, like I said, the current game meta artifacts are extremely low. So there we go, guys. That is going to be the fastest, most cost-efficient way to get an artifact to Mythic. So we now have a Control Wizard sigil to Mythic. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully it does help you out. If you do have any questions, like I said, I will put a link in the description to the 1 feeder method. I don't recommend using the 1 feeder method unless you absolutely have to. But the current meta of the game, like, artifacts are very cheap. You know, you can get artifacts out of any chest now. So this will be the most easiest and cost-efficient way to level up your artifacts. I mean, that literally took us, what, 8 minutes? 8 minutes to make a mythic artifact. Now, of course, you have to have the resources available to you. So if you guys do have any questions, be sure to leave me a comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.